Hey everyone, welcome to my vlog. And I am excited to be here. First of all, I got to show you something. I am actually in love today. I mean, I'm always in love. Have you guys ever been in love? Because today we're going to be entering into an encouragement series. And I want to talk a little bit about, first of all, look, this is what I'm having today. I mean, it's what, 2:15 to 18, and I'm on some drinks. I've been busy from yesterday, and this whole week my calendar is filled. I mean, when I tell you it's filled, it's filled. So I am concerned about. Just give me 1 second. Let me turn down this music. Yeah. So I'm concerned about my health and drinking all this stuff. But hey, right now it feels really good. Um, tell you what, it's some Halizé. But yeah, my schedule has been jam packed yesterday all day. So between lecture and just various things that I had to get done, meetings, it'll be busy all week. Not only am I, closing down in terms of the semester with my students, but I'm also doing some work with my uncle's organization. And then, of course, it's people's birthdays, so they're holding Zoom parties, and so I've been busy. And then, of course, I'm working on my Guyana project continuously. And of course, you still maintain your home, you cook, you clean. As much as I'm not a great cook, I still cook. So, got to feed myself and, of course, my husband. So, anyways, it's good to have you here. So, today we're going to talk about why I've become so selfish. I know I told you guys all about I'm a giver, and it is true that I give a lot, but that's things that I give. I give a lot of my resources, things that are tangible, things that I can, feed out to people. What I'm stingy with is my energy. See, I love love, and this is the truth. I love love, and I love people who love people and who appreciate people. And to be honest with you, there are some very selfish people in this world. And I'm Donette, by the way, and welcome to my vlog. You know, it's been about mostly Guyana, but I want to turn this into a conversation about other things. So every Tuesday, I'll be featuring something in my empowerment zone, where I'm encouraging you to do something or to live your best life or whatever it is. Maybe go back to school or who knows what it is. People are facing so many challenges in society today, and encouragement is always a good thing. So I'm a big encourager. Not only am I a mentor to so many people, but I have my own mentors as well, and I believe in encouragement. So today we're going to talk about why. Like I said, I've become such a selfish person, and I think people force you into being selfish. And like I said, I love love, and I love is an action word. It literally is. That means when you say it, you have to act it out. You have to do it. Too many people don't show up when it's time for them to show up, but they're always relying on you to show up when it is that you ask them. When they ask you, I should say. So, people are so stingy. They're so greedy. Not only with I mean, I'm selfish with my time, but literally there are people out here who are selfish with everything. They're greedy. They take and they take and they take. And I was mentioning that in my last live, but I got cut off. And I never finished that up, but I'm going to, redo that whole thing one day, that whole vlog one day. But it's just really sad that people can actually come into your life and their whole intention is to take your energy, take your resources, take your knowledge, take your, spiritual grounding, take whatever it is that you have to offer. And they would not think twice about burying you. while they're at it. They enjoy getting from you. They don't want to give you anything back. And I just had this whole conversation with someone I've known for so many years. And I'm just really tired of people who continue to take and not give. Every time they call, they want money, they want this, they want that. They always need something. They want your time. They you know, they just take. And I talk about this all the time. There are some people that you have in your life, right? And they'll call you. Now they already know, by the way. They literally know what decision that they've already made. They have no intentions of changing that decision whatsoever. Meaning that if they have a boyfriend situation, and they call you up on that situation, they've already decided that they're going to be with him no matter what. However, they call you to hear what you have to say. Then, when you tell them the truth, it becomes an issue because guess what? They want to hear what they want to hear, which is that they want you to be in agreement with what it is that they have to say. The reality of it is that we are all in a space where we have our opinions, or we subject ourselves to different ideals. And so therefore, whatever it is that person may be thinking is not your trend of thought or thoughts. And so therefore you will share your views. They've wasted about 2 hours of your time, 2 hours that you can't take back, by the way, right? And when they're done, they leave you. Either they're upset because you don't share their opinion, or it becomes more like, okay, well, I heard what you have to say, but I honestly don't give a damn what you have to say because I've already made my decision. Now, if they knew from get-go that they have already made their decision about what it is that they're going to do about a particular situation, why is it that they're calling you to hold you up for 2 hours, take you away from your family, take you away from the things that you could be progressing on, and they've just wasted that 2 hours with no intentions to even listen to you. See why I'm selfish with my time? Because don't waste my time calling me up, and you have already made a decision. If it's not a life-threatening situation, please don't waste my time. Because the majority of the times, what we do is we have these conversations in our minds. Sorry, can't see without my glasses. We have these conversations in our minds, and we've already made a processed everything. We already know what it is that we're going to do. But my thing is that I don't waste people's time like that. I take my time to process things. And there are only two people that I consult with in my life, literally two people. That's God, and that's my mom. I trust my mom because no matter what I tell her, she will honor it. That means she will keep it. No one will ever know. And she's just that type of person. She will hold your conversation or your inadequacies or your troubles. She will hold it close to her heart, and she gives you the best advice. So she doesn't come from a double standard point of view. She will tell you what is real, even as mom. She will tell you what is real. So she doesn't come and say, well, say, and I say double standard because sometimes some people do one thing and then they say something else. She will tell you what she understands about it, and she will be real about it, given her own experience and also understanding life to a larger extent than you do. And so for me, going to God, talking to Him, and going to my mom are the two people I go to. However, there are those people that would like to confront or to consult with you, and they want to hear your voice, your opinion. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to call me, expect to hear the truth. Now, I'm not sitting up there knocking on you because I'm a very non judgmental person, believe it. I don't judge people. I don't judge situations. I don't call people out. I don't call them silly or stupid or whatever. It's just experience. But if you want the truth and you come to me, I'm going to tell you what the truth is. But I listen to conversations. I'm a really good listener. I listen to conversations from both ends because, as we said before, and that every story has three sides. It's your side, it's his side, and then there's the truth in the middle somewhere. So I listen from all aspects. And then I give my truthful opinion. And just because someone is my friend or my cousin or whatever it is, another female, in particular, females will come to you as another woman and trust you. And they trust me because I'm just one of those people who don't, I don't let go of secrets. I'm like my mom. If you tell me something, that's it. It stays with me. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be right here. And I will never judge you for it because we all come with faults. And if you have not done anything in your life or has faltered in your life, then hey, I guess you can throw the first stone. But I doubt that will ever happen in mankind's history, because we're all at fault. We're all broken, and we all are people who are, we're God's children, and we're legible to make mistakes. So we don't judge people. We love on people. Like I said, I believe in love, but I've come to this place of being selfish, guarding my energy against people who come in and don't mind taking everything from you. When they've wasted 2 hours of your time, I'm a very progressive person. I'm always doing something, always ready to hit another project because I'm project oriented. It's what drives me, it's what helps me to keep going. Like I said, I don't know how many ways I can say that, but it's just me. So I've spent the past 20 something years without friendship, so to speak. And when I say that, I mean I don't go out with girlfriends. I don't do all that stuff because it's just too much of your energy. Women are very, very needy people. We require of you stuff that you probably don't even understand as a man. And so we require of each other as well. So many things. So, I don't want when my husband comes home, if I know he's coming home at 5 o'clock, like, I don't want you on the phone holding up my time. Like, I need to be showered. I need to have my, if something is out of order, I want to have it fixed. I want to make sure that his, dinner is ready. Now, if you are taking up 2 hours of my time, I can't do all that stuff. Now, every once in a blue moon kind of conversation, which is usually what happens, that's cool with me. I don't mind. But I would rather be doing something constructive with my time because what I found is that people generally will just waste your time. This is why I stay on the professional realm most of the 90, outside of my relationship with my family, with me and my husband, our children, my mom. Outside of that, those relationships, and my dad as well. And of course, we don't. When you talk about my mom, I talk to her at least maybe twice a week. Sometimes I go without talking to her for like 2 weeks, and she's like, "Girl, where are you?" Um, and then of course our kids, they call whenever they want to, and then of course my husband is here with me every day. But 99% of the time, I spend with just that little circle that I have. I don't have time to extend myself to people because they're just so selfish. And of course, I lecture, so I have tons of time with my students. And so they are my other set of people that I hang with. Everybody else is I don't have that time for because people don't know how to value your time. They come in and there is this thing about women in particular. Let me say something. If you are the best in your group, you need some new friends. You should have people in your life who motivate you. You should have people in your life who knows where they're going, they've accomplished something, and they want more, period. Because that's going to push you to want more. There are people who come into your life out of nowhere and they see what you have accomplished and they want it, except they don't know how hard you've worked. They don't know the sacrifice that goes into what it is that you've accomplished. They just want your life. Listen, I already have my life. Somebody else who I admire already have their life. There can be no other Donette like me. There can be no other Susie or whatever it is, or Ken, or whatever you want to call that person, or Michaela. People are their own individuals, and we all come with our own talents. We come with our own vibes. We come with our own issues, and we just have to work things out in this life. And some of us have found our grounding really well. But there are people out here whom I call basement people, who will just be there to pull you down, destroy you, and like I said, don't mind burying you in the process. You have to choose those people in your circle very wisely. Do not have jealous people around you. I heard a story one time, and Oprah talked about this, and she says that her friend Gail, her best friend Gail, she says Gail and I can be best friends, and the reason why we can is because she doesn't want what I have. Like, you should never want what your friends have. Like, would you ever date your friend's man? Would you ever date your friend's ex-husband or ex-boyfriend? Would you ever date, your friend's ex-girlfriend or ex-wife? I mean, it's just cheesy. Don't want what people have. Go out there and create your own shit, right? You do. That's what you have to do. Create your own stuff and make that and blaze that trail yourself. What is it, that you are leaving in this world behind you when you leave it, right? Choose who enter your circle once again. Choose them carefully. Choose the people who enter in, because that's going to matter. If you have 3 or 4 or 5 people in your circle, they should all be bringing something to the table. Like, literally look at your friend list and see what these people are bringing. If they're not bringing anything, it's time to get a new set of friends. If they're jealous of you because of whatever, or they can't be time, or they're out of, like, totally out of whack in terms of time, and as soon as they text you, they want you to answer, and if you don't answer, they have an attitude. Listen, there's something wrong with that too. They're demanding time, your time, when you could be doing something productive. I spent the first, maybe, after I started college, I remember spending a lot of time, but that's okay because I did not mind that time that I invested into other people's professional careers. So I was doing stuff, a lot of freelance work, a lot of things for free, whether it was working on campaigns for local politicians, or I was doing, other stuff. I was building myself up. I was, writing, press releases for people for their businesses for free. I was writing their biographies for free, their bios for free, I should say. I was writing different things because I was invested not only in them, but I was invested in also seeing my own self growth. It was important to me that I help other people along the way. But at some point, Donette had to be priority. I had to become, or help myself, or to prioritize myself. So I needed to step back, to look at what it is that I was investing in other people, and try to invest that same time into my life. So I spent about maybe eight years while I was in New York City, helping other people to grow. And I didn't mind, like I said. It's okay. But at some point, I got really, really selfish, guys. At some point, I realized that in the same time that I spent helping them to grow, I can help myself to grow. I can help grow my children. I can help grow my husband. And I can help grow my students in the process. So my thing is that stop giving people your energy. Stop giving them your time. I am very good at giving my resources. If you come to me, I will give you even the last dollar that I have. But if you want to waste my 20 minutes, I'll tell you I have to go. And I think it's just being diplomatic. about things, because so many times people will just take you for granted. And we've got to determine, or have a vision that allow us to see that that person has no good intentions for you, and that they have no time to give you back what it is that you're giving out to them. And I love people. In this conversation that I told you that I had with someone, I was so angry because for so many years I've given, whether it's my resources, my time. I've, done so much. And this is one particular person. I've done so much. And it's like, you ask for, hey, can you do this for me? And it's like, oh, really? I don't know. Let me see. Let you see. Really? Okay. All right. So then you wait about a year and you go like, hey, can you help me with this? And same kind of reaction. How long does it take us to learn that people really don't give a damn? That they don't care about our self preservation. They don't care about helping you to get to the next place. And, even as I, decide to make my way to South America, I don't want to lose that love that I have in my heart for people, and for being there unconditionally when people really need you, and to dedicating yourself to something higher than you. However, I don't want people to waste my time. And if you are not coming into the relationship with me to give as much as I'm giving, because like I said to you before, I have no doubt of my capabilities. I have no doubt in terms of what it is that I bring to the table. I have no doubt that I can love unconditionally. I have no doubt that I know how to help you. Problem is that you're getting so much from me. What are you bringing to me? Are you going to offer me anything? And I'm not talking about, listen, doesn't have to be resources. Now, I don't mind getting a gift. I like flowers. I like, little things. It can be $5 for the gift. I would appreciate it. I think we all like little gifts. It tells you that the person, or even a card, it tells you that the person is thinking about you. So I'm not talking about stuff, though. I'm talking about that moment when that person says, "Hey, I'm gonna go over to so and so. Can I grab you some food? Hey, I was thinking about you. Can we just go have a drink and sit and talk? Hey, can I bring you by, you know, I don't know, something little. Moments of love, moments of exchange, moments of appreciation, moments that goes like, that allow people to say that, listen, wow, they're invested in this thing. There's this thing called life, and we all have to live it, and we should live it to the best as we, to our abilities as we can. And that true love that we feel inside for other people, sorry guys, they're not always feeling it. And to know that you invest all of your love, your energy, your time into people, and then they just take it for granted, it hurts like hell. It does. It hurts. And it's almost disrespectful to your energy, to your being, to your self preservation, to your existence. I beg you to love people, to show them that you care, because there is a day that's going to come when that person, as a person like me that loves so deeply and loves so hard and give you everything, trust me, we get tired too. And we don't want to hear your crap anymore. Because we may be givers in certain ways, but we get tired. We get tired of people using us. We get tired of people who just sit around and not want to give us anything, no, none of their energy. We get tired of people just showing up halfway, quarter way, or no way at all. So please, I ask you to, you know, choose good friends. Choose friends that aren't jealous of you. Choose friends that are going to be energetic to give to you as much as you give to them. Choose people that can elevate you in some way, empower you, help you to be your best self. If you ever, I don't know, I mean, to me, like, for example, I see love, right, in a very real way, in a very tangible way. I see love as something that, like, when you are in love and you see that person, it energizes the hell out of you. And so it doesn't have to be that sensual love. It can be that pure love of a friendship. And when you see that person, when they enter a room with you, it just lights up your heart. It lights up your life. It lights up everything in you. And you just want to go like, hell yeah, I want to be around this person. I have a friend, and I think I don't think I've told you this story before. This is one of those people where I tell you they're professional, but she's also a friend that I tend to be very caring about, and I also she's on like both side of the spectrum. Like she's a professional friend, but she's also a personal friend. But she's also a person who's older than I am, and we don't see each other very much. We have lunch dates and so on. She's also from a different race. Love her, uh, but I'll tell you what, she's a very negative person. She is, and I'm a very positive person. I'm extremely positive. I'm always talking about something positive. Like, there are people that will say things like if you just said something like you are, like if you said, oh, the sun will, it's very sunny outside, they'll say, yes, it's going to rain, just watch and see, kind of, negative kind of perspectives always. So she's that type of person. Oh my god, and she loves being with me. She loves hanging out with me whenever we do hang out. This is once in a blue moon. Like I said, she's older and so on and so forth. And so I don't mind hanging with her. But let me say something. Every single time, and I kid you not, I entered into this woman's circle, like when we have lunch dates and so on, she drains me. So I try to avoid her. And she says to me, oh my God, Danette, I love being with you. Oh my God, you're so positive. And I'm thinking, oh, really? Like, you don't know how much I want to get away like right now, but I can't because it's rude. And I try to avoid her as much as I can in a personal way. I would rather just do Zoom calls or do telephone calls or texting back and forth. And that's the type of friendship on a personal level that I keep her. But she's a very negative person and she drains me every single time. I don't know what it is, but her negativity, yes, that's what it is. And so those people that you choose to be around you is absolutely good. I have to wait until about 2 days before I recover when I leave this woman's circle. That's how bad it is. And so, you know, um, yep, still having my Alizé. But I just had this conversation today with a friend. And so after all this, our so-called friend, so after all this work that I've put in all week, well, the week just started yesterday, right? But literally today and yesterday was a full day. Today is a full day. And then that person just hit my phone up and I just lost it. I'm like, listen, don't text me. Don't say anything to me. I don't want to hear from you because, and because we've had this conversation a million times. So why are you on my phone saying anything and little things that I ask you for, you can't even do? I just asked that person for one little thing and they couldn't get it done. Once again, for all these years. Now, I've known this person for about at least 20, 28, 29 years. So don't think that this is a new relationship or a new friendship. No, no, no. It's a old, almost like family kind of thing. And so it really bothers me when people don't show up for you when and you're always given to them. Um, Once again, as I said, love is an action word. People need to show you love. And if you're that person that is taken away from that other person that gives you so much, then you need to be better. I wrote this blog once, and it actually was, I mean, it got so many hits about friendship. And you can probably check it out if you want to. I do so many other little things outside of this. But the blog name is Disposable Plates. Give me a friend that's truly a friend, regardless of their race or their taste, right? Disposable Plates. Give me a friend that is truly a friend, regardless of their race or their taste. I'm reading it on my phone as I speak to you because it's kind of a long title. And check that out because I talk about in that blog, just being in my kitchen, washing the dishes, throwing away the paper plates. And so I used it as a metaphor. So throwing away the paper plates and, of course, washing the regular plates. And just realizing upon that very moment as I washed and I threw away those plates that that's exactly how we handle friendship or how we handle people. Some of the plates that I was able to, some of the plates that I had there, the paper plates, because it was summertime and I was just, during the time, summer times when the kids were younger. I wrote blog, by the way. When the kids were younger, we had a lot of paper plates, a lot of paper cups, a lot of paper spoons and forks because it's summertime and you didn't want to wash all the dishes, so you would end up. And of course, we lived in a bigger place when we had the kids, so it was a lot of cleaning. So and then but some of the plates could be salvaged, so I would take some and put them into the garbage because they couldn't be salvaged, and then I would take the others and I would put them into the recycle bin because those could be salvaged, right? And so it's how, and then I made that, I realized upon doing this that this is how we handle friendship. We oftentimes take people and put them off to the side. If we can, sometimes we use them up and we just throw them away. And then there are other times when we keep them and we salvage them only for the moments when when we need them all over again. What kind of person is that? We don't value people. And then I read this story right around the same, maybe 2 years prior to that. I read this story while I was at a dentist's office in Atlanta. And I just, just about this lady, and I included that, where she talked about her friendship and how she valued this woman that used to be her friend. And these people, the lady never valued her friendship. In fact, she valued a friendship of somebody else. Now this is a really really good read, so you can it's on the blog, it's on my blog, so it's going to be Proverbs 31 Wives. You can check it out if you want to. My blogs are very, I would say, very spiritual, and they are very, I think they're filled with love, and so you'll find that as you read along. So I'll put a link below if I can, for the blog information so that you can see some of the things that I usually don't write unless I am filled. I mean that means that I'm totally feeling love and I'm totally feeling the spirit in me and whatever. So I have this very very spiritual life, and then I have this really cool life too. Where I can just get down and just have fun. So um, and then I have this really professional side as well. So I'm like, I don't know. I guess I've got my little personalities that come out in various ways. So thank you so much for listening. But please do enjoy the people that you're with. Enjoy and love people unconditionally. Enjoy their friendships. Don't let them get jarred like me. Like I'm so jarred right now. I'm so out of patience with people that I don't even look for friendships anymore. Like I'm so happy by myself, and that shouldn't be. Like they say, what is it that we live in a world with, what is it, 7 point something billion people or 6.7 billion people, and we are the loneliest generation ever. 6.7 billion people, and we are lonely as hell. How does that happen? We can't even manage to be friends and to love people unconditionally for the most part. It's so sad. It's not to say that it doesn't exist, it does. That's why when we, I like to use this reference. So they say that Jesus went. Actually, Jesus had 12 disciples. 12, right? So he had 12 disciples. How many did he take to the mountaintop with him? I don't know if you guys know, but he took only 3 disciples with him. 3 disciples. So sometimes people aren't going where we are. Sometimes it's not about you know, the multitude that follow us. Sometimes it's just the 2 or the 3 people that love us to the core. But please offer that same love back to people. Now, that doesn't mean I'm mean and nasty to people because I'm so jarred about people, who don't invest anything in you and take away from us what we already are limited in: our time, our resources, our energies. And the fact is that, we just want that back though. I want it back. I want love back. I want that same energy that I can put in you to be put back into me. But oftentimes they say that a lot of times the people that you give to isn't the people that will give back to you. I don't think I'll stop being that loving person, but definitely I won't stop being that selfish person either with my time. Thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, this is the first of my empowerment series. And I'll be here every Tuesday to talk about something empowering. And various days of the week, I'll just do different things. So, whether we're talking about empowerment, how to impact your community, education, or just relocation to Guyana, which is going to be one day that I'm always going to talk about that because that's where I started off with. Um, I'll be here as long as God's willing. All right, I'll be here. Thank you so much once again. Have a good day and be blessed always. All right, and be lovable.